Hello again. This is LA Den. Rashida. Rashida is doing and documenting on YouTube her death threats and her lawsuit and everything. And because yesterday she got a visit from the police department. Well, the first thing that I want to start off with is, damn woman, go buy a 9-volt battery and replace that damn beeping. You know, you did a video here a while back, well, last week, about that you have a BS meter. Is that where you put the 9-volt battery? Is in you, that way you have that BS meter instead of a fire smoke detector that actually works, that don't sit there and beep all the time? I don't know how you can stand it. I had one that went out over the weekend at night. Tore it off the ceiling because I can't stand the beeping. It's irritating. But you let it go on and on and on 24/7. So if it ever does go off, it don't make any difference to you and you get burned up in it. You know, you want to talk about how smart and how much money that you spend in college and everything about going there, and you got a master's in political science and everything, and you let a tiny little thing go on and on and on because you're too cheap to go buy a 9-volt battery? Damn, woman. What the hell is wrong with you? Apparently they didn't teach you about keeping your house in order, because you sure in the hell ain't doing it. You know, if you let a smoke detector go off like that, what kind of house do you keep? It must be pretty messy to take it and just not care about a smoke detector. Something that would save your life. But no, so your house must be just a total shambles. That's what it tells me. But onwards and backwards. Anyway, like I said, she was wanting to document everything. Well, you've already done that once. Why didn't you say you wanted to do an update? That would have made more sense. But then again, your dollars don't add up, or your cents don't add up to $1. Damn, it's been a long time since I used that phrase. Your cents don't add up to $1. Continuing on. Like I said, you always want to go back to the beginning before you start anything. You know, like you're the first and only one, and that you coined the word darkism, which is just another side of colorism. But means that you wanted to put your own little spin on it and copyright it and everything. You're still not the person to take it and do it. You don't have the patience. You don't have the skill set. And you're just not likable. Now, I don't know who calls you ugly, other than I think you're very pretty, except until you open your mouth. that must be where they get the ugliness from. Not that you yourself is ugly, but as soon as you open your mouth, you find problems with everything. But anyway, back on to the talking points. And this paperwork. Oh, there is no doubt that you got paperwork from a year ago about what you assume was somebody going after you. Oh, no, wait a minute. It was over, take the video down. Take the video down. Take the video down. Take the video down. You know, the stream that you made to TS because you went on his program and it went left and you wanted it taken down. He didn't have to do that. You went on his platform, remember? You went on there voluntarily. Now, I'm not going to say it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but you made a big issue out of it. Now, the stalking and stuff that you keep saying, and I'm not going to deny that you probably have had, you know, the stalking, the death threats, stuff. And I don't agree with that. Don't agree with it at all. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, deserves that. And I'm going to even put this out there. Even ZX does not deserve what Diet Melanin is going to take in and do. He don't. Nobody does. But moving on. So, yeah, there's no doubt that you got paperwork and that you tried to do things. You know, you lost the first one. And you made an ass. I mean, you actually had an attorney that you went in there to go do that on. And you brought in all these witnesses and stuff. And Jerry, let's not forget about Jerry. And, you know, you lost the case. It wasn't granted to you. But I think that's on part 2. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, anyway, and like I said, you given the history. And then you wanted to take it and talk about when you was doing that live. You know, that they hacked, when you ended it, you took it in saying that they hacked into you. Well, no, you gave out your StreamYard deal. You see, let me give you a little history on how StreamYards works. You can go on StreamYards and you can use it for different social media. Or you can just give somebody the link and click on it and you can be right there with them. It's not hacking. They had the link and they were there. waiting to come on your show. Just because you clicked off of YouTube, you didn't click out of StreamYards. You still had it going. And you had people that was sitting there waiting to talk to you on StreamYards. Just because you clicked off of YouTube, the social media, because it could have been Facebook, Twitter, or not Twitter, well, yeah, Twitter, all these other social medias using StreamYards, and clicked out of any of them, but as long as those people are there waiting to come up, anybody that's ever been on somebody's program can tell you that there's a backstage there, because it says backstage waiting to come on the program. You know, but again, like I said, you don't have to take and bring them up. You can just let them sit there forever. And the only way you can get rid of them is to click out of StreamYards. That's the way that works. But you saying that they hacked into you? No, they didn't hack into you. When you clicked out, you assumed that when you left YouTube that everybody left. And it doesn't work that way. Now, you forgot about maybe that they were there, but they could still hear you. Because when you're backstage, you can hear what's going on. So, whoever recorded you was waiting there. That's the way that works. But you don't want to admit that you didn't click out of StreamYards. See, if you'd have clicked out of StreamYards, nobody would have ever known what you did yelling at your child. Which, even though I find highly offensive, the way you talk to them, to your daughter, I don't like the way you talk to her. And I've never done that to my kids, ever. And nor had my wife, at the time, ever talked to our kids that way. But I guess being a single mother and having joint custody, you could get away with shit like that. Tell them that you don't want them in your house no more. Because they messed something up. Because you were sitting on YouTube all day saying, take the video down. Take the video down. Which reminds me, you took your video of that down. Because at the time that I'm making this, it's not up. But you said everything that you do is right there on your channel. And it's not. You took it down. It's not there on your channel anymore. In your search history. In fact, there's a few videos that are not there that you've done. But you're saying that you have everything there, and you don't. Because they make you look like an idiot. And my last talking point for today, because I only went through 28.17 minutes of your video that you did, because that's all I could stand at this time. I'll have to listen to more of it later on. But you said that you transcribed a 5-hour video. You're telling me that you wrote down every single word that's in that 5-hour video? Of course, then again, if you do take TS to court for whatever, you might be able to use that as evidence. But I think it's going to make you look really bad. Really bad. And you were wanting to say that you're an open book, but I guarantee you, you're not as open as what you think you are. Because when they get you into deposition and they start talking to you, they can ask you whatever they want to, and you have to answer it. Keep that in mind, Rashida. When you go to a civil court and you're having to do it in federal court because somebody lives in a different state than you, they will ask you lots of things. And you may not want to take in and answer them. But you'll have to. Now, in all fairness, TS will have to do the same thing. But it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And I will remind you too, those transcripts is public knowledge too, or will be. So, just a little food for thought. Anyway, I'm going to be doing another one and finishing up tomorrow about her wanting to put all this down on record. Because there's still a lot more of the backstory that she's not talking about. And then in fairness, some of it you may not want to put out in public yet, but it's already, most of it's still there. You just need to know where to go find it. But it is there. So, anyway, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and leave a comment. This is L8N, signing out.